Hi everybody, and welcome to this lesson on Route 53. And before you get worried, no, this does not refer to a road or any sort of transportation modes. Route 53 is basically Amazon's DNS system. It's a highly available and scalable cloud domain name system web service. It's designed to give developers and businesses an extremely reliable and cost-effective way to route end users to internet applications by translating names like www.aws.com into numeric IP addresses like 168.254.1.1 that computers use to connect to each other. Now, Route 53 is fully compliant with IP version 6 as well. It effectively connects user requests to infrastructure running in AWS, such as an EC2 instance, load balancers, or S3 buckets, and can also be used to route users to infrastructure outside of AWS. You can use Route 53 to configure health checks to route traffic to healthy endpoints, or to independently monitor the health of your application and its endpoints. The Route 53 traffic flow makes it easy for you to manage traffic globally through a variety of routing types, including latency-based routing, geo-DNS, geo-proximity, and weighted round-robin, all of which can be combined with DNS failover in order to enable a variety of low-latency, fault-tolerant architectures. Using the Route 53 traffic flow's simple visual editor, you can easily manage how your end users are routed to your application's endpoints, whether in a single AWS region or distributed around the globe. Route 53 also offers domain name registration. You can purchase and manage domain names such as Qasim.com, and Amazon Route 53 will automatically configure DNS settings for your domains. So it's a pretty robust DNS offering that Amazon has done with Route 53. Now, the benefits of Route 53 are fairly standard and comparable to most of the other services which are offered by AWS. In terms of it being highly available and reliable, flexible, it routes traffic based on multiple criteria such as endpoint health, geolocation, and latency. And you are also able to configure multiple traffic policies and decide which policies are active at any given time. It's especially designed for use with other Amazon Web Services. You can use Route 53 to map domain names to your EC2 instances, to S3 buckets, or to CloudFront distributions. By using the AWS IAM, or Identity and Access Management, with Route 53, you can get fine-grained control over who can update your DNS data. You can use the Route 53 to map your zone apex to your Elastic Load Balancing instance, Amazon CloudFront distribution, the Elastic Beanstalk environment, or S3 website bucket using a feature called Alias Records. It's extremely simple and easy to set up, and it's cost effective when compared to other offerings offered by other vendors. Now, some of the key features that are offered by Route 53. You can get recursive DNS for your Amazon VPC and on-prem networks. You can create conditional forwarding rules and DNS endpoints to resolve custom names mastered in Amazon Route 53 private hosted zones or in your on-prem DNS servers. In terms of traffic flow, easy to use and cost-effective global traffic management. Like I mentioned before, end users can be routed based on geo-proximity, latency, health, and a bunch of other considerations. And some of the other ones that I've already mentioned previously in terms of the DNS failover, the health checks, the domain name registration, the geo and private DNS, and then finally the load balancing integration. For you that are not familiar with DNS or domain name system, it's basically a globally distributed service that is foundational to the way people use the internet. DNS is a hierarchical name structure, and different levels in the hierarchy are separated with a dot. For example, www.aws.com. So in this example, the com is a top level domain, the AWS is a second level domain, and there can be a number of lower levels such as www and AWS below the second level domain. Now, computers use DNS hierarchy to translate human readable names such as aws.com into IP addresses like 192.0.0.1 that computers use to communicate and connect with one another. Route53 is an authoritative DNS system. An authoritative DNS system provides an update mechanism that developers use to manage their public DNS names. It then answers DNS queries, translating domain names into IP addresses so computers can communicate with each other. Now, lastly, in case you guys are wondering where and how the name Route53 came from, it's just a good food for thought. It came from the fact that DNS servers respond to queries on port 53 and provide answers that route end users to your applications on the internet, hence the name Route53 or Route53. And lastly, with Route53, you don't have to pay any upfront fees or commit to the number of queries that the service answers for your domain. Like most other Amazon Web Services, you pay as you go and only for what you use. Whether you're using managed hosted zones, whether you're using it for serving DNS queries, or whether you're managing domain names. So now it's time again to log into our management console and check out Route53 and how we can get this configured for our DNS use.